Chassidic gems on Kabalas Hatorah, on Parshas Yisro, Kabalas Hatorah. It says in the Torah, when Hashem gave the Torah, and they were all, Klal Yisrael, were standing at the foot of the mountain, Vayisyatzu b'sachtis Sahar. They were standing at the foot of the mountain. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are telling us, when a person is sachtis Sahar, when a person is down in the dumps, and he's all depressed, and he has no way to live life, he can't take it anymore. Nothing is going right. The Torah is telling this person that even when you're in the lowest tachtis sahar, when you're below the mountain, vayisyatzu, you can make a stand. That's what vayisyatzu means, stand. You can make a stand and daven to Hashem and have bitachon and pray and Hashem will help. Don't, just because a person is down in the dumps, it doesn't mean he should give up, chas v'shalom. He should not give up. He should make a stand and daven to Hashem and have faith and that Hashem will help him. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Kabalas Hatorah and Parshas Yisro, as HaKadosh Baruch Hu started speaking, as the Almighty started speaking by Yadaber to tell the people the 10 Commandments, the Aseres HaDibros, it says, Vayadaber Elokim Eis Kol Advorim Ho'ele Leimer. Hashem spoke all these words as follows, period. Next sentence. Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am your God. That's the first one of the commandments. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah combine the two psukim. And the Chassidic Torah tell us that what's the purpose of the entire Torah? What's the goal? What's the purpose? What are we trying to do with it? What is it trying to do to us? So the pasuk is saying, Vayedaber Hashem es kol advorim ha'ele. All these things, lamer is not the end of the sentence. Lamer is going into the next sentence. The pasuk is saying, kol advorim ha'ele. You know the purpose of all these, of the whole Torah? The purpose of the whole Torah is lamer, to say, and go right into the next pasuk, to say, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. To say and believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's what the whole purpose of the whole Torah is, to say, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Kol advorim ha'ele is lamer, to say, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Rav HaKodesh, Reb Elimelech Milazinsk. Continuing with Chassidic gems. It says in the Torah, by Kabalas Hatorah, when the Hashem gave the Torah to Klal Yisrael, it says, Vayar ha'om vayonu. The people saw and trembled. Vayamdu merochek. What does it mean? The mountain was burning, and the thunder and lightning, and it was very, very scary situation. Vayar ha'om, the people saw the mountain and all the mountain quaking and the thunder and lightning. They heard the lightning and the thunder. They were trembling so much. Vayamdu merochek. They were standing at a distance. And Rashi brings down Chazal that they were thrown back 12 miles. Rashi brings down Chazal. 12 miles they were of the fright and trembling that they were going through. Vayar ha'om vayonu, the people saw and trembled, and they were standing far back. That's the simple. Rav HaKodesh Reb Menachem Mendel Mikotsk says, a lesson for life for all of us. Vayar ha'om vayonu, that we could be vayonu. We're so frum, we're so religious, we daven, we tremble. We could tremble, and still vayamdu merochek, we could be at a distance away, at a far distance away from Hashem. We didn't give our whole soul into it. We could tremble externally, but internally we're still lacking the closeness and the faith and the belief, and even if we're trembling, it's not for sure that we did everything we could, because maybe internally we still have a lot to go. Continuing with the Chassidic gems on Kabalas Hatorah and Parshas Yisro, again on the same pasuk, it says, "Vayar ha'om vayonu." The people saw the mountain burning and smoking, and the people they heard the thunder and the lightning. It was so frightening. They were trembling. Vayamdu meirochek. And they were standing at a distance, as we said, because they were thrown back so far out of fright. That's the simple. Rav HaKodesh Rabbi Yecheskel Mikuz Mir has a different Chassidic insight into the pasuk, that Vayonu, since they moved, they trembled, they couldn't conceal their Yirah Shamayim. They couldn't conceal their fear, but it came out. It protruded from them externally. If somebody serves HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that everybody has to see his frumkeit, that he's trembling and shaking. Wow! If he can't conceal it, it's between me and Hashem. That's the way we have to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Not that other people should see and say, wow, look how frum he is. That's not. Vayonu, they trembled, and they couldn't conceal their Yirah Shamayim, their fear of God. That person is standing at a distance from Hashem. Vayamdu merochek. Hashem should help us. We should be good Jews internally with all our hearts and with all our souls. Amen v'amen. Sikum on the hashkafas, on the Torah viewpoint that comes out of all the Hasidic gems that we said. First thing we said was that a person could be down in the dumps. He could be depressed. He could feel he's not accomplishing anything. And he could be so depressed, life is not even worth living. He could be besachtes sahar. He could be below the mountain. But still, vayisyatzvu, he can make a stand. He can come out of it. He can elevate himself. Don't think that if you're down, Hashem will not listen to you. Hashem will listen to you. Elevate yourself, have faith, and pray to Hashem to help. We also learned that the purpose of all the Torah that we fulfill is one and only purpose, one goal: to say, to believe, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am your God. That's the whole purpose of everything. To believe with all our hearts and souls that God is our God. We also learned that a person can tremble. He could be so frum. He could tremble and shake, and still he can be far, because he's only doing it externally. Even his trembling is external, and we have to learn to be frum 100%, not only externally but internally, and that's the most important part. Because a person can be external, still be very far from what he should be. And the last thing we learned was that we must realize that when we serve Hashem, it's we and Hashem. No people. We have to conceal what we're doing that other people shall not see. We're not doing it for other people to see. We're doing it only for Hashem. If a person can't conceal his deeds, he has to show them. Everybody has to see how great I am. If a person can't conceal it, he's at a distance from what a good Jew should be.